Oliver and Peter Pan's daring defeat of Captain Hook. Once upon a time in the magical land of Neverland, there lived a boy named Oliver. He was brave and curious, always looking for new adventures. One night, as he was lying in bed, he heard a faint tinkling sound outside his window. When he went to investigate, he was astonished to find a small, glowing fairy trying to open the latch. It was none other than Tinker Bell, the best friend of the legendary Peter Pan. "Hello, Oliver," Tinker Bell said with a twinkling smile. "We need your help in Neverland. Captain Hook is up to no good again, and Peter can't handle him alone this time." Without a moment's hesitation, Oliver grabbed his things and followed Tinker Bell through the moonlit sky to Neverland. As they soared above the trees, he felt the cool breeze on his face and the thrill of flying for the first time. He was filled with excitement and a little bit of nervousness about what lay ahead. When they landed in Neverland, Peter Pan greeted Oliver with a warm hug. "Welcome, Oliver. I'm so glad you're here. I could really use your bravery and teamwork to stop Captain Hook." Peter Pan's favorite dessert, a delicious chocolate cake, was waiting for them as a welcome treat. They each enjoyed a slice before discussing their plan to save Neverland. Peter Pan explained that Captain Hook had found a way to summon a huge, magical storm that threatened to destroy Neverland. The storm was fueled by a dark, enchanted jewel, and they needed to find and destroy it to save their home. "Oliver, your courage will be our greatest asset," Peter said. "And don't worry, Tinker Bell and I will be right by your side." With that, the trio set off on their mission. They journeyed through dense forests and over sparkling rivers, gathering clues about the jewel's location. Along the way, they encountered various challenges that tested their courage and problem-solving skills. They had to outsmart mischievous mermaids, navigate through a labyrinth of talking trees, and solve riddles posed by a wise old owl. As they faced each challenge, Oliver's confidence grew. He realized that bravery wasn't about never feeling afraid, it was about facing your fears and working together with your friends. Peter Pan's passion for flying, Tinker Bell's quick thinking, and Oliver's courage made them an unstoppable team. Finally, they reached Captain Hook's lair. The notorious pirate was waiting for them with a smirk on his face. Well, if it isn't Peter Pan and his little friends," Hook sneered. "You don't stand a chance against me and my storm." But Oliver, Peter, and Tinker Bell were not deterred. They knew that together, they could overcome any obstacle. With a burst of determination, they launched their attack. Peter Pan used his flying skills to distract the pirates, while Tinker Bell used her fairy dust to create dazzling illusions that confused their enemies. Oliver, armed with nothing but his courage, made his way to the enchanted jewel. The storm raged around him, but he focused on his mission. With a deep breath, he reached out and grabbed the jewel, feeling its dark energy pulse through his fingers. Summoning all his strength, he smashed the jewel against a rock, shattering it into a million pieces. As the jewel broke, the storm began to dissipate, and the skies cleared. Captain Hook's power was broken, and he retreated in defeat, vowing to return another day. The people of Neverland cheered as Oliver, Peter, and Tinker Bell stood victorious. "You did it, Oliver!" Peter exclaimed, clapping him on the back. "You were amazing!" Tinker Bell smiled and added, "Your bravery saved Neverland, Oliver. We couldn't have done it without you." Oliver beamed with pride. He realized that true courage came from facing your fears and working together with friends. As they flew back to his home, he knew that he would always cherish the adventure and the lessons he had learned. Back in his room, Oliver climbed into bed, feeling happy and content. He knew that with courage, teamwork, and a little bit of magic, anything was possible. As he closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep, he dreamed of the wonderful adventures that awaited him in Neverland and beyond. The end.
Created by a kid and their parent using Talebot, Click the link in the video description to create your own story.